You saw the title of today's video. And I want to take you on a thought experiment. Out of the group of people you surround yourself with, whether by choice or work or whatever, how many of those people would you turn to for advice? How many of those individuals would their advice track with their life? Would you take their advice? YouTube, the news, you name it. There's just advice everywhere on how you should live your life, how to get rich, how to lose weight. But how much of the advice that exists out there will truly work for you, for your situation? I don't want to go off on a tangent, so I'll save my tangent for the end of the video. I want to point you to, to a biblical character. Rehoboam is the grandson of David, the son of Solomon. And Rehoboam found himself in a position where he could unite the kingdoms of Israel, right? He could bring them together. He first turns to the elders, the counselors of his father, and they encourage him to go make peace and to lighten the burden on the northern tribes, that if he would do this, that he could bring peace back to the land, he could restore land, he could restore the peace in the land. And Rehoboam decides to also go listen to his friends. They're not rulers. They are not in a position to rule. They don't carry any of the burden or any of the weight that comes with ruling. They pump him up. They're like, oh no, you should be even more harsh. You need to be even more strict. Okay, I'm adding this post edit, guys, because I feel like the paraphrasing doesn't even do it the full justice. Then King Rehoboam discussed the matter with the older men who had counseled his father Solomon. What is your advice? He asked. How should I answer these people? The older counselors replied, if you are willing to be a servant to these people today and give them a favorable answer, they will always be your loyal subjects. But Rehoboam rejected the advice of the old men and instead asked the opinion of young men who had grown up with him and were not his advisors, nor did they have any skin in the game. What is your advice? He asked them. How should I answer these people who want me to lighten the burden imposed by my father? The young men replied, this is what you should tell those complainers who want a lighter burden. My little finger is thicker than my father's waist. Yes, my father laid heavy burdens on you, but I am going to make them even heavier. My father beat you with whips, but I will beat you with scorpions. He listens to his friends and creates a full-on civil war within Israel. Does his friends have to carry any of that burden? Do we even have their names? Do we know who they are specifically? Do we know anything about their bloodlines after the fact? There are people in your life who are going to want to give you advice. And it's okay to hear somebody out. But the most important question you got to ask yourself is what they say tracking? There are countless ads that pop up on your YouTube where it's like, oh, I can teach you how to get rich off of AI. I can teach you how to get rich off of doing this, get rich off of doing that. These, in my opinion, pyramid schemes, because they'll get you to buy something. It's like going to a timeshare with the promise of being rich. In this case, you're going to be wealthy, you're going to be successful, you're going to have all these things. You just got to come to my webinar, all this stuff, right? And you spend out money and you walk away no better off than you were before you even spent the money. And why? Because that's how those people work. They'll give you advice, but does their advice track? How do we know? Because they show off fancy things? Well, yeah, all of you are paying them money for advice. So of course they're taking that money and they're buying themselves a nice car and a nice house. And they're going on vacations in the Bahamas and renting stuff, because chances are half the stuff you're seeing probably ain't even theirs. So why are we taking their advice? Here's why. Because real wisdom is sometimes hard to hear. Truth can be costly. We look at the success that people have in their life and we want a quick fix. We want a quick road to get there. We don't want to hear about the struggles. We don't want to hear about the long nights, the pain, the crying. We don't want to hear about the sacrifices. There's all these ads for this V-Shred guy. Just found out recently he had to settle out of court for a lawsuit for $4 million. There's two things to take away from that. Number one, that he obviously scammed somebody that he got sued for $4 million. Number two, that he scammed so many people and made so much money that he was able to fork out $4 million. We want what tickles our ears. We want to hear what we want to hear. Who are you giving your ear to? Are you giving your ear to someone who's going to tell you what you want to hear that might ultimately hurt you, that carries no weight, and they bear no consequence? Or do you want to listen to someone who's going to tell you a hard truth that not only could set you free, but could set you on a path to a better future, be it financially, spiritually, emotionally, physically, you name it. I love you guys. This is food for thought. Peace out. Enjoy your day, and God bless you.